Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft2 Legacy of the Void. And today, from Cheeseadelphia, it's going to be MCanning versus jheffe here on Blueshift, the latter edition. Bottom left-hand corner is the Blue Terran player jheffe. From Storm Gaming, I've cast this guy before, you guys. He's been on my channel a whole bunch. I didn't realize he had joined Storm. Moving up in the world, dude. I like you a lot. And in the top right-hand corner, it's going to be the red Protoss player, MCanning, who really loves Disruptors, is beyond stoked for the fact that Disruptors are good again. They are his version of good again, where you have the Nova that comes out, it detonates after 2 seconds, no matter what's around it. No more of this detonating on whatever hits the center first garbage. MCanning did not like that stuff, but he likes them now, and I would not be shocked to see them used today against jheffe here. So, we're going to call him Jeffe. We're going to call him Jeffe from this point on. It's just a little bit easier, a little bit of a fewer syllable there. But probe scouting is MCanning. Really nothing too surprising there at all. I really need to get in and scout, especially against Terrans these days who love their proxies. And proxies are so strong against Protoss especially that there's really not a reason to not probe scout everything. And again, if Protoss can do it, how come you can't? How come you can't do it in your Platinum, Gold, and Diamond level games, eh? Alright, so just throw down the good luck, have fun cheese. Ooh, that a Colossus is bringing down. That's fantastic. And we do have a Reaper. This Reaper's name is going to be Jimmy. That's just it. It's Jimmy. Somebody wanted that. I guess backstory, I could make something up about Jimmy 8 World maybe, which is a band from like the mid-2000s, but it's going to be Jimmy the Reaper. We'll see if we can get some stuff done here, and honestly, it's hard to do anymore, especially at this level, man. Cheeseadelphia had some really fun stuff going on. Special was there, Puck was there, MCanning, Jeffe. I mean, obviously, we just had a ton of American talent. Future was present, and a young and upcoming Terran player who did really well for himself, you guys. Like, the best I've ever seen him do. I used to cast him with the Gauntlet Global Open quite a bit, and he was fun. He was good, too. He was a good player, but I just didn't ever... I don't know, I didn't see anything in him that led me to believe he'd be like ridiculously high echelon. But again, he is young. He's like 15 years old, so you can't judge that early. Absolutely not. Doesn't make any sense to do that. Stalker on the way, Adept on the way, just waiting to see if, you know, a Reaper's going to hop up. But no, the Reaper's just checking for proxies is all we're doing here today. And no, nothing to find here. Everybody's keeping their stuff very close to the vest. Robotics facility follow-up here from MCanning, which, are we surprised? No. No, of course we're not surprised. That would be dumb if we were surprised. Good times. Good times for MCanning. That's the thing. If you're playing against him, you have to know it's Disruptor. Like, why not just go Sky Terran here, right? Why not just go Banshee, Battle Cruiser, Liberator, and just don't worry about stuff on the ground at all. I think you can make it work, honestly, against someone you know is going Disruptor. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, Adept trying to get some stuff done, but that's a Widowmine. There's a couple Marines and a Reaper there, so she's not actually killing anything. As it turns out, nobody has lost anything at this stage. Losses are 0 across the board. Both players are macroing pretty well. 34 workers for MCanning and 25 for Jeffe, but again, Chrono Boost is really good. It's really good, especially in these early games. Observer first, Robotics Bay follow-up from MCanning. He can't make a Disruptor yet, so might as well make an Observer because of these Widowmines that we're going to see a lot from Terrans these days. Oh, Jimmy. Ugh. Got a good scout off. I mean, he found, right? He saw the, yep, he saw the Robotics Bay. He saw the Robotics Facility. He knows everything is confirmed here. And are we working on Banshee Cloak? It is Banshee Cloak. All right, good. So Banshee first step here. The Marines, I'm not a huge fan of. The tanks, okay. I'm better against tanks. I'm better with tanks in this situation. Just because tanks have such a good range. And sure, they can be hit by Disruptors with Purification Nova without the Disruptor taking tank shots, but it's hard. It's hard to do. You have to aim it like perfectly in order to make it happen. So I'm okay with tank production right now. You know it's going to be Disruptor. Just make it. MCanning, go. Just the suspense, right? The suspense is there. It's killing us. It's time. And it's a Colossus! What? I am personally betrayed, MCanning. I am personally betrayed by you making a Colossus right now. What is going on? You're betraying everything I've ever known about you. I like you a lot. He's going Colossus with extended thermal lance. Oh, maybe this is the mind game. Maybe this is just MCanning saying, I know you're gonna expect disruptors, so Colossus it is. I mean, against Marines, they're amazing. Not so good against tanks. Actually, kind of bad against tanks. This Banshee skin makes that Banshee look weird. Look at it. It's like flat and wide and... I don't know. What are we doing up here? Oh, is he trying to bait? He's trying to get it. Oh, he did the trick! He did the trick! We watched somebody try that about 8 times when I was casting the Korean qualifiers last month and couldn't get it done. I think it was like stats even. It was someone really good and just couldn't make it happen. So the Banshee can't do anything with the shield battery in here because it doesn't fire fast enough to account for the healing the shield battery does. It's actually kind of a crap situation for the Banshee pilot to be in. She came all the way across here. She got cloak. She can't kill any of these dirtbag probes. That's amazing. That's amazing stuff. Look at this Colossus, though. They are beautiful. Is this Golden Age? Golden Age Colossus? I think it might be. So here he is, his first taste of what he thinks are Disruptor, but instead are, in fact, Colossus with almost extended thermal lance. It's not done yet. Is he chrono boosting that? He's not chrono boosting that. So Banshee trying to get, I guess, pylons. Sure. Pylons make sense. Oh, throwing up the bunkers at the front, though. Dang, jheffe, feeling brave right now. I'm liking it quite a bit. And here come the Colossus. They're trying to take down the Marines while taking tank fire at the same time. It's not that great, as it turns out. But you know what? The tanks are gone. Ooh, a Colossus falls as well. Not throwing up Guardian Shield, but the Colossus is enough to chase away the remainder of those Marines. Banshees, ooh, they got the shield battery, though. That's pretty good stuff. 1 kill, 4 kills there. And you're cloaked, right? You're cloaked. You can fight. But no, not interested in doing that, actually. This Banshee, with the 1 kill, has taken most of the damage in the situation. Alright, so now it is MCanning's time to maybe push out. Oh, he does have a Disruptor. There we go. There we are, MCanning. Thank you. Thank you for being what I need you to be in my life. Another Disruptor in production from MCanning. And yeah, both players just hanging out. Players just hanging out. Third base from MCanning is coming up quite nicely. Third base is done for jheffe, just inside the natural base. And will be floated over to the third base location. Mirror, where MCanning is doing it. Hallucinated Phoenix cruising on through. Gonna see what? Gonna see bio, honestly. Barracks, 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 barracks. That's how you know. That's how you know what you're dealing with is barracks, 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 barracks. And one factory with a tech lab. So it's gonna be tanks, Marines, Marauders, +1/+1 on the way for that infantry for jheffe. And it's going to be Disruptor. 2 Disruptors, another Disruptor on the way. This Colossus has 5 kills, has really done a great job for Ire and whatnot. I mean, Ire's gone, right? It's just the memory of Ire, I guess. Twilight Council coming up, likely. I'm going to say charge, but Blink could be pretty good here, too. What you doing with the Twilight Council, MCanning? Oh, look at this Zealot, man. Oh, it doesn't get taken down by some Marines holding the Zelnaga Watchtower. Now they take it from him by force. And it is Blink. Okay, so Blink on the Twilight Council. Zelnaga Watchtower in the southern section, now taken by the Protoss. So the Protoss holding that one, and man, he really wants this detection. And actually, no, he doesn't. He just leaves the Zelnaga Watchtower dark, and he could have held it, but decides instead to bring some Adepts in. They don't have a Resonating Glaives. No, because we just finished the Twilight Council. So definitely don't have that upgrade. Another Hallucinated Phoenix, seeing the Ravens. Ravens are good now against Protoss, especially because the anti-armor missile now also reduces shields in addition to armor. So not just, you know, not just the traditional stuff there, but reducing shield protection that Protoss units are given too. So I'm interested to see how that's going to work out for us. Landing at the Zelnaga Watchtower is jheffe. Third base, fourth base warping in down the right side by MCanning. Fourth base landing for jheffe too. Both players are pretty just, you know, we're okay with getting maxed out and then seeing what happens after that is generally what's happening here. It's, I mean, I make it sound casual, but it's harder. It is harder than that to defend against things like warp-ins of, you know, Adepts and like small attacks at your front while getting up to a max range. There's a Nova, decent shot there. Doesn't hit anything though, so maybe not as decent as it otherwise could be. Is it more Disruptors? It's more Disruptors from MCanning. Marines, Marauders coming up to the fourth base. Oh, forcing a cancel on it before they even... What? What was that? I don't know what that was. I mean, he canceled it, and the Marines Marauders came in like 20 seconds later, dude. I don't know what's going on. There's the warp in. Adepts are getting into this third base of Jheffe and sneaking into the main base here too, and Marines Marauders stimming up to the natural base. This is some multi-pronged attacks here. Oh, interference matrix on the disruptor there. Nicely done. Can't do any purification novas at all, at least until... Oh, the novas though. Oh my gosh, the novas. One gets a massive hit on, a couple disruptors die, but that's sometimes all that you need. 22 SCVs have gone down to this adept stuff. In the meantime though, pretty fantastic stuff. The tank sets up on the shield battery. 28 SCVs have gone down. This adept multi-pronged stuff is working out exceptionally well. Marauders here to deal with it. They don't even have a resonating glaives. They're just killing whatever they can right now. It is 144 to 110 supply. MCanning is doing great right now. Doing some amazing stuff. Anti-armor missile on everybody. Everybody gets Cheeto dusted right in the face. That might actually be the thumbnail for this cast. But man, the third base is a ghost town. There are no SCVs here at all. The main base still has an adept problem. Where are they shading? Oh, they're shading down into the natural to kill more of these dudes. They don't, again, I'd like to point out, they don't even have resonating glaives. This would be so much worse if they did. Where did 5 probes die? I guess some of these long-distance miners are catching some shots on something, but a full evacuation on the third base because of adept harass. Oh, a DT comes in to try to help with this. Where's the scan? Where's the scan? Recognizing I heard that DT swoosh sound. I know what's going on here. Warping in additional adepts. This is continued harassment right now. SCVs are just getting absolutely massacred. There's nothing to save them at all. More adepts coming in to the natural base. It's 61 to 24 workers. And MCanning, man, just masterfully. He takes down a tank with a DT. He's going to try to take down another tank with a DT. Purification Nova comes in. Tank does go down. 11 SCVs killed recently. That is 47 SCVs that have been killed overall by MCanning. He's holding the front. Sure, he lost a base. That's not ideal, but he did do some good work there. Slowing down the economy of Jheffe. That said, that's a lot of Marine Marauder. Nova's trying to get some decent hits off. That was okay. Marauder corpses flying into the sky. More Marine corpses getting tossed out there too. But attacking on in, trying to get out here with a disruptor, trying to recall, but you know what? One of them gets out, but the other two do not. They absolutely don't make it home. Jheffe, if you could heal up. Are we liking what we're seeing here? This Colossus is still alive. And that might be enough to make Jheffe have some pause. The medics, or the medevacs do have some healing potential. They do have some of that, that mana reserve there. And suddenly it's quiet, all quiet on the Western Front. Okay, the problem for Jheffe is it's 62 to 30 workers right now. He lost so many SCVs. The good news for him is he has mules. Mules are very good. Mules can account for a lot of SCVs on minerals. So far, so good for MCanning. He's really hurt Jheffe, but he's not out of the woods yet. Losing that base was big. He did manage to get his 4th base down, finally. So he's on a 3-base economy, where Jheffe is on 3 bases too. And are we oversaturated anywhere? Yeah, the natural's oversaturated and the 3rd base is oversaturated, so you're not as efficient there as you otherwise could be. This Dark Templar, though. That Dark Templar, though, just hanging out. Just trying to kill some stuff until the scan comes in. You know you're going to die. Right. You absolutely do. This Dark Templar is just like, I have a red blade. I am effectively invisible at all times, even when I'm standing in the open. What magic is that, by the way? How are Dark Templar always invisible? Like, it's technology for Terrans, right? They cloak, and they're invisible. I don't know, it's technology, but it's just this guy in a loincloth and holding, like, a sword can be invisible at all times. What is happening over here? DT gets in. And then attacks in the front here. Novas. Getting rid of that missile turret. We don't like detection. We don't like missile turrets because they can also hit Colossus if necessary. But the natural base is in a ton of trouble. Jheffe's coming in to respond from that 4th base position. Bit of a whiff there on the Nova. Pretty good force fields, though. Stutter stepping in here now. The Marines and the Marauders are attacking in. Losing a lot of these Stalkers. Losing sentries, too. The Colossus is having a field day back here, but not for long. As she has 17 kills. She, the robot, has 19 kills. And then does finally explode. And Jheffe does manage to hold that push. But at what cost is the question. He's down to a 40 army supply. That said, MCanning's at 37. I mean, he's not exactly killing it right now on army supply either. He's taking a base in the bottom right, which jheffe does not know exists. Nope, has no idea that it exists at all. Nope, production tab. Did I move it again? I did. Back up to that corner. A naughty, naughty thing. Alright, so jheffe decided it's time to push out. I am not in a healthy position, but if I stay home and wait, it's just going to get worse for me. Thank goodness this base is not here. There's one down here, though. Cannon depowered and killed. The remnants of what was the fourth base, or third base rather, of MCanning are now completely toast. But he's got some Archons here, too. That Archon skin is awesome. Hold still for a second, Archon skin. No? Not going to happen? No, man. He's getting controlled by MCanning. He's moving around a lot. Dancing around. Nova doesn't catch anything. Nice dodge there by jheffe. He's had a lot of practice doing this, as it turns out. And if you're gonna play, if you know jheffe is in a tournament you're coming into, you practice dodging disruptor bolts a lot. I know they're not bolts, they're novas. I get it. Is there another Dark Templar in here? He's got 1 kill, 2 kills. There's the scan. There's the guy. He does get out of the circle of death. Ooh, actually dropping up here is jheffe. And trying to take out these units before they warp in, but some of them are Dark Templar, and they hit pretty darn hard. Where is even the scan? I'm not sure that he knows he needs a scan, but the army shows up, so he boosts out anyway. No big deal. No problem. This adept is hiding in the weeds. She's like, nobody can see me in here. Look how beautiful these plants are this time of year. They look like they should be underwater plants. They look like they came from Abyssal Reef, if anything else. Hey, the scan! And jheffe does know this bottom right-hand base exists. Is not good news. Not good news for jheffe at all. Army supply 84 to 101. MCanning in the lead right now. But I don't know, some free probes would be nice, but these guys are too busy whatting. Too busy coming on in here to try to kill as many probes as possible before everybody shows up and destroys your army. Because there's the recall. What is happening here? Zealots coming into the third base of jheffe and having the time of their lives right there. jheffe is kind of falling apart right now. He's down 171 to 105 supply. When he tries to harass, he's getting shoved away. The harassment is being very successful on his side of the map instead. Also, Storm is coming in from MCanning. He's working on +2 attack. The Zealots finally get cleaned up by most of the army by jheffe here, but they've done a ton of work. 10 more SCVs have died at 62 to 21 right now, and MCanning is just making it work thus far here. Nice Nova, Archons in the front to absorb shots and also do damage, because they have that bonus versus biological thing, and that's what Marines and Marauders are. That said, he's dead now. His friend at the back is still there. Girl, the Storm. The Storm and the Nova. It's all the splash damage. All of the splash damage right now for MCanning. Yeah, man, he's up big time. 85 to 58 in army supply. 154 to 79. Overall, he's got 4 bases. jheffe is sitting on effectively 4 bases himself. But the worker count is 63 to 21 right now. He's not fully saturated anything that he's mining from. Okay, the main base is out of minerals, so that is effectively fully saturated. If you want to get into that, retaking his third base is MCanning, so I guess it's technically his 5th base now by counting conventions. And jheffe, I feel like this is one final swing from him. I'm just not sure if he can get it done is the problem. There's Storm, there's Disruptors, there's more Colossus in production from MCanning. It's all the splash damage all the time for these guys, and they just can't be feeling very good about it. They really can't. All right, one last huzzah anyway here. He's going to go ahead, well, kill that Zealot for his starters, but that just lets MCanning know where the army is. And he's going to go for the flank attack coming from the top side. Look at him just A-moving in here. He doesn't care. It was maybe a mistake as he loses an Archon there for pretty much nothing. Still, this bio is scary. Until your High Templars show up, you're going to have a bad time. So stimming in to this 4th base along the bottom right-hand side. Some Zealots try to stop it. Dude, focusing down the Nexus would be great, but there's the blink on top. There's the Colossus getting those swipes of damage on it. Another attack on the left side. Marines and Marauders dealing with Zealots at that 4th base. Also got some more Zealots at the 3rd too. We're dancing down this way. Tank does get set up. Standing to fight here is jheffe, but too many Immortals, too much Storm. 167 to 75 supply in favor of the Protoss player. The 4th base is a ghost town. The 3rd base is about to be beset upon by Stalkers, Dark Templar, Immortals, High Templar, and Colossus right now. 9 kills on that Colossus. SCV's pulled to try to save the day right now, but Immortals crushing through, taking some shots here, blinking up top, and that is your good game. And MCanning takes the win in 20 minutes and 18 seconds. Yeah, man, I really think it all came down to that one big Adeptoras. I don't think MCanning was planning on getting that much damage done. But he killed, what, 37 SCVs? I want to say at the main base, the natural base, the 3rd base. It was just economically disastrous for jheffe there. I mean, jheffe got some pressure up. He killed the 3rd base, which was nice. He got some scans of detection out. Was able to win a couple battles there, but overall, it was so hard to come back from losing all of those SCVs. Overall, 110 workers killed by MCanning, which is just disgusting. Resources lost, 27,000 for MCanning, only 25 for jheffe, but losing all those SCVs really counted for more than just a normal style unit. And, you know, he knows the way to beat a good Terran is to get all the splash damage you can. He had Disruptor, he had Colossus, he had Storm, and by golly, it worked out. Hoorah! All right. Well, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void from Cheeseadelphia. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch. Also at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.